The question says, determine the conjugate acid-base pairs in the reaction between ethanoic acid and ammonia. Conjugate means offspring. In the course of acid-base reaction, the acid gives birth to an offspring, which is a conjugate base, and the base gives birth to its own offspring, which is a conjugate acid. Now, conjugate acid-base pair is a pair of acid and base that are related by loss or gain of a proton or hydrogen ion. Now, we are going to write the equation between ethanoic acid and ammonia first of all to give the products. These products are the conjugate acids and bases. So let's go. Ethanoic acid is CH3 COOH. Ammonia is NH3. Now, in the course of this acid-base reaction, what acid does is to donate this proton. The base accepts the proton. When acid donates the proton, we have CH3 COO minus. When the base accepts a proton, it becomes NH4 plus. Now, you will agree with me that this is the acid and this is the base. Now, look at the products. Which of these products resembles the acid? It is this. Therefore, it is the conjugate base of this acid because they relate by loss of proton and acceptance of proton. This base, this is the resemblance of this base, and therefore that is the conjugate acid. Now, the conjugate acid-base pairs are CH3COOH and CH3COO minus. This is the acid and this is a conjugate base. Why? For this acid to become this base, it must lose a proton. For this base to become the acid, it must accept a proton. So this relationship by loss and acceptance of proton is what we call conjugate acid-base pair. Now, another conjugate acid-base pair. This is conjugate acid. This is the base. So you list them. You can list them like this: NH4 plus and NH3. This is the base. This is the conjugate acid. How are they related? Loss or acceptance of proton. When NH4 plus loses a proton, it becomes NH3. When NH3 accepts a proton, it becomes NH4 plus.